I didn't grow up with a lot of Indians around me. Mind you, community, yes, but that was only in times when we had community events, Diwali, prayer meetings. That's when I saw other Indians. Otherwise, in my high school, I was the only Indian. There was one other Pakistani guy who was a year ahead or 2 years ahead, and there was a couple of Pakistani girls who were the same year as me. But I was the only Indian male at that high school through my entire high school career, and that was tough. I can get right to the racism now if you want.
I was going to ask, I know people have a notion that Canada doesn't really have that much of it. I think it's more subtle at times. I
Oh,
know, especially when you were growing up, I think it was a bit
yeah.
more obvious.
Subtlety wouldn't be a word that I'd use to describe that. In those days, I was overtly bullied. I was pushed around. I could look forward to it every day, to be pushed around. If we were doing gym that day, I could be assured to be kicked and knocked into the mud or whatever it would be. It was bad. It was really bad. I was called racist slurs. I remember my teachers, they didn't do anything in those days. They just sort of stand around and like, all right, that's enough, guys. It's kind of like the whole boys will be boys thing. There's no protection, really. My dad was very anti-violence, very much a pacifist, very much a Gandhian. He used to tell me, oh, you just have to walk away. You can't always walk away from those things. You can try, and I tried many times. But I didn't get into fights or restrain myself. But there was a lot of racism against Indians, Black people, Indigenous people. It was a very racist place in those days. I did love it, though. I mean, a lot of things I liked about it. Racism, I have to say, is one thing that really led me to music and to really exploring music in a very deep level because I didn't want to go outside because I stayed in. I just did my music and I found music. I realized I could do that for a long period of time.